Audio's rolling.
Wait a minute. Are we recording?
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
This camera is really
Lysolia and Sanitasia.
Okay.
Oh, we're ready.
So ready.
Can you roll up with it? Oh no, good. Ask him. I would say yes. I think so. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
But you can't do that in here though.
Shamari. I did the Kiki shot.
Alright. Y'all boys ready?
Yes.
Yo, what's going on, world? It's your photographer's favorite photographer, Shamar. And we in here.
It's your favorite native.
Get your own. Get your own. Get your own tagline.
Oh, well, it's just me, Rain, the camera guy, eating chips. Yes, yet again.
And we are the Prolific Misfits. Back with another video for that ass. Oh, y'all got in that song.
I said for that ass.
Took over Beyonce. What the fuck?
Who took over Beyonce?
He took over.
Who took over
Kept
Beyonce?
talking.
Don't come for me unless you got a check for me.
Okay, Nene.
That's Candy.
That's,
Oh.
she did say that. Welcome back, guys. Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello. How y'all feeling?
That's how I feel.
Oh yeah. Well, you look amazing. That hat is
Oh
dope.
my God. Thank you, brother. I would like to shout out for the hat. Thank you.
All right.
No, but I feel it feels so good outside.
It does.
It does.
You almost got the tatas out today.
Almost. This is my conservative look.
A little conservative, you know.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
What you say?
I said okay.
Okay.
How was your week, Rain?
My week was actually fabulous. Absolutely.
Oh, word.
Fabulous.
Tell us what.
So I finally filed for unemployment, which I had to.
3 months later,
I know, but I was making money, so. And
bro,
then I
you
just
could have been getting that $600 extra a week.
Okay. Well, I
That
still
Cherokee
got
would have
it.
been mad about.
Well, I still got it, so that's why he a little salty.
Oh, okay.
And then I did, and they paid for every week that I had did my certifications and stuff. So
Gotcha.
I got everything at once, and so I got a lot of things paid off. So I've had a really good week, and it was super productive.
That's what's up.
Outside of that, though, I mean, eating good.
He's always eating good.
You want to tell us about a new recipe you done made?
I'm trying to bow out of the kitchen, being in the kitchen business, and be more of a, I don't know, one of those other kind of dads, I guess. I want to, but no, I had no new recipes, but my mom did cook out, and it was great, and she did grill okra, and that shit was slamming.
That sound like it was good.
It was with the garlic butter and shit.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Period. It's eating good. Yeah, that's all I got.
So I had a challenging week. It was rough, man.
Oh my God.
I think it just got to a point where I'm like, I'm fucking tired. You know? Just putting in work. And I think what was it? It was 2 days ago, and I was just like, mentally I can't do it. I gotta check out. So I had to take some time to myself.
But guess what?
I ain't die. We ain't die.
You know me so funny. Ooh, the liquor is kicking in.
Like Rain say, how?
What minute are we in?
How?
I feel like we only 15 minutes in.
4 minutes.
It's a record.
Sheesh.
Boom, 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 boom. Wait, no, it's pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. So, no, today's Oh, well, should I be shouting out the days when we clearly...
So you want to talk about some more production stuff on camera? Go ahead. Sure.
No, we won't do that.
Fine.
We won't do that.
Sure.
We don't do that. Whatever day it is, it's a great day on that day.
I'm surprised that Rain has not came at me yet because Say So went #1 on the Billboard charts.
Because I said it in the text messages. I don't gotta say no more.
But we knew you were
Did you
mad.
hear that they're allegedly under investigation for cheating?
For what?
Cheating
on
sales.
what? Cheating sales.
Yeah, they were saying that the Barbs were getting VPNs in other countries to stream more to get the numbers up.
That's
I ain't saying that.
That's
But I'm
supportive.
saying allegedly they're under investigation for
Allegedly.
cheating. But my thing is, no matter what, hands down, congratulations to all those brown girls. You know, that's all I can say.
Same here, yes.
She like she on the show.
Because we got a studio audience, yes, studio audience.
We do not have, excuse me, we are practicing social distancing. We do not have a studio audience. We just got one individual. Yeah, they're going to come shut production down.
Right, he's like, hold the hell up.
She is sitting. She is sitting.
Take it.
Look at.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I'm excited. My daughter's gonna be on tonight.
Your daughter.
My daughter, and she's a really good time.
She's like the
She's a good time.
chocolate. Go ahead. The chocolate flower child.
She really is. She is.
Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, she's kind of. I mean, of course, she's not my daughter, but you can see that we are some of this. Yeah. We're the same tribe.
Did you say anything?
Sorry.
Did you say anything?
That liquor's kicking in. I just,
So, are you gonna tell them her name?
yes, her shit.
Cut.
It's Kalila, but she goes by Leela, and she's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm really excited so we can talk our shit. She was already texting me. She was like, "Did you have your shot yet?" Because I'm taking 3-4 of them.
Oh, damn.
3-4.
She would
love
drink
Leela.
any motherfucker under the table.
Not I. Challenge.
Right. So anyway, yeah, I'm really excited. And should we go ahead and call her, or you want to give it a
Sure,
minute?
we can call her.
Let me see. Let's go ahead.
You
Let's
see
do
what?
it.
Oh.
I want to see what time it was.
Let's get her on. What's that you eating, Rain? Fritos? That's what I smelled. I thought my brother took his shoes off.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't even have her call on the line. Mad.
this is Leela. Well, shit, it's Leela, but Leela, we are calling to let you know you are on the what?
Greatest show on earth.
The Prolific Misfits. Hey, it's your favorite person in the world, Cherokee.
Hey, and it's your boy, Shamar. What's good?
And
Hey, Leela, what's up? It's Rain. How you doing?
Hey, and it's Leela.
You working the buttons.
Everybody's
I see
favorite
you.
chocolate goddess.
Okay.
Did she hear us? Did she hear us? That's the introduction we just gave you,
I actually
chocolate
didn't finish her
goddess.
introduction. I wanted her to be on the line, but I introduced her as my daughter. She's my supporter. She's one of my closest friends, and actually, she's like auntie, grandma, all that wrapped in one. And I am so appreciative of you, and I'm glad you can be with us tonight.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
How many shots have you had?
None yet. I was waiting on y'all to take one.
Bitch, you better go ahead and take your shot. Should we do shots
Post
now?
something up.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm a little. You hit a table. Uh-oh.
Oh, she did that fucking table. Let's do it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, this shit is strong
I
right
ain't
there.
part of that.
Thank
So
you.
what you over there drinking?
What am I
know you over
drinking?
there What's that?
I'm drinking a concoction that one of my other friends made. It's called Peach Adulting, and it tastes like peach tea, but there's like Hennessy and Ciroc and some other shit in it. It's really good.
Rain gonna be carrying you out there.
Yes. With a dolly.
I heard
maybe.
What with a dolly? You didn't say that last night.
What? How you see you listen? Stop. See,
Put
that's
some
that's
weight on it.
See, here we go. Let's keep those things in private.
So we just got started, Leela. So I'm happy that you're going to be joining us for the rest of the show. So, but actually, before we get started, should she introduce herself and what she's all about and all that good stuff?
Sure.
Leela, it's your
The floor is yours.
The floor is all yours.
The floor is mine. Oh, don't give me that. Well, as I've previously stated, I'm everybody's favorite chocolate goddess, their favorite Leo in this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really know what you want me to tell them. I mean, okay, here we go.
Already starting.
Leo,
Okay.
Team Leo. That's what's up.
I don't know what you want me to tell them. Shout out to Native Sun Staffing.
Yes!
Shameless plug.
I love her so much. It's my daughter.
Shameless plug. And,
So
I got some stuff in the works that I was told that we'll be getting into in a little bit. So,
Yes.
I just work here. Y'all can follow me if y'all want to, though. Instagram handle it. Follow the Leela.
Oh my God, it's
You know what I'm
precious.
saying?
if you stop talking so they can hear her give her plug,
Sorry. I'm so proud of her.
you gave
You know
her the
that's
floor
not-
and then you just snatched it back from up under her. Damn, brother.
Just like a Sagittarius.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
we won't.
That part.
You trifling. So let's get
I do.
started.
No,
No?
I have a question. So tell me, how do you all know each other? I know you said that's your daughter, but clearly she's not your daughter. So how did y'all meet?
You like to take the lead on that, Leela?
That's fine, because he don't remember. It's
I do remember.
Exactly.
Leela, question.
Listen, no, we actually worked together at a different place once upon a time. Thou shalt not be named. Harry Potter reference. And actually, Cherokee, I was one of the first people he came to about the idea when he started Native Sun Staffing, and I was just kind of do it, do that shit. We need more of us out here doing things for the community and for ourselves, and then I just kind of, rolled on the payroll.
She has.
So, we've been rocking and rolling since then. It's been some years now.
It has.
Okay.
It's been, what's it, 2020?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
this
it's been
is
like
2020.
over at least 7 years.
Yeah, at least.
I knew her when she was a little baby.
Barbara Walters, and
Oh
this
my
is
God.
2020.
She was a baby. This is 20. I wonder if people even know who fucking Barbara Walters is. Yeah, no, she was a baby, and now she a woman now. She a woman.
I've grown now.
She
Wrong woman.
a woman. And I'm so proud of her. I know I keep talking over you, but I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, you really do keep talking over
I'm
her.
proud of you too. I know it's the Hennessy. I'm proud of you too.
Okay. Stop looking at me, brother. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Let's get started with COVID-19.
I was ready. I was ready that time.
Well, before we even get into that,
They said we get another stimulus
what, bitch? What?
tomorrow.
They
You see,
Oh, we get one tomorrow. No, we not.
they
Getting
gotta pass. They gotta pass the bill first. I actually was just reading it out. So just in
They're
case
gonna
y'all
pass the
didn't
bill
know,
tomorrow.
Apparently, they don't want to give us no money. The powers that be here in Mecklenburg
Mhm.
said that they want us to start phase 2.
Already?
I said, what?
Too soon.
Next week.
I ain't
So
ready.
when everybody out here coughing and talking about you need to wear a mask even to step outside.
Hello.
But why didn't they tell us that from the beginning? Is that people wouldn't be sick. But I don't know nothing. I just work here.
Facts. Those
I
are
don't know
facts. Those are
I'm
facts.
just saying.
Well, how have you been quarantined? Because I clearly haven't seen your ass since the month of May. Wait, it is the month of May.
And it's May. And it's gonna be May.
It's
gonna be May.
What have you? How have you
I
been
ain't never
keeping?
seen nobody get that mad about me not knowing Mayo. I just don't get it. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Go ahead, brother.
listen. I heard y'all conversation about mayonnaise last week, and I just want to take the time to say real quick, that all that mayonnaise is disgusting. And the only time I'm using any kind of whatever the whip is, with Miracle Whip.
No, ma'am.
It's for my like tuna salad. I don't like mayonnaise.
Hold on,
You know,
hold on.
all it
Miracle
is,
Whip
like,
in your tuna
It's just like
salad?
oil. It's like oil and fat. Like I don't want to eat that.
Oh my god.
Mayonnaise is for the lighter complexion.
You know why? Because you keep calling it mayonnaise.
It's mayo.
It's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is what's
and
delicious.
Guess what? Rain came back to the
Mayo
conversation when we
and
started talking about food. Rain woke up. Rain was like, what?
The only mayo
What?
that I am accepting of
Mayonnaise.
is
Delicious.
patty mayonnaise from Doug. Outside of that,
Did you say get your dumb
I
ass
said-
patty mayonnaise?
whatever her name
Patty
is?
make a mayonnaise.
No.
Yeah,
On the show,
that's the only
Doug.
mayonnaise we
Her
recognize.
name. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Lord.
That's the rest of them.
Brother don't know who Patty mayonnaise is. So
Her name is Patty
her
Mayonnaise.
name is Patty mayonnaise. Damn, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody should know Doug. Anyway, so how have you been keeping
To
yourself?
answer the question, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely living my best life.
I'm about to cut your mic, brother. Let this woman talk. She is
Look,
the
he just-
favorite
he just
chocolate
mad 'cause I'm not in
goddess.
person.
That's what
I'm
it is.
saying, I'm just not there. It's okay. I got you next time. Then
Better.
you can say whatever you want to say. So, yeah, I've been at home chilling. Honestly, I've been working from home. I don't leave unless I absolutely have to. And even then, I'm suiting up. Don't get too close. I've been having to look at a couple Karens sideways because I'm like, cause you too close. Back the fuck up. I had to call for one lady because I was like, maybe if I call, she'll back up, and she did. She went to the next aisle, so that worked out.
That worked out. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been at home doing like adult shit, like painting cabinets, like the grandma that I am. So you know, when y'all come visit, it's a whole new kitchen in here.
It looks
so,
good.
And
Can't
getting
wait.
dark at home.
And it's crazy that you said that they're trying to open up phase 2 here in Charlotte or Mecklenburg County, but Cali is discussing extending 3 months.
Yes.
So that puts them what in July? I mean August.
They
Yeah, you
smart.
counting in your head. I was counting too. I was counting. I count a little faster than you do though.
Yeah. August.
Oh,
And I mean, I think that that's smart. They were a hot spot. You know, rush to do what? Rush to open for what?
well, you
Y'all
know
need to
Cali
get to know
parts
your
is going bad,
kids.
too.
What'd you say?
It ain't even about the kids. They just keep it back for the drugs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out there shooting like that if they in the house. Period.
Facts.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's the only argument that I got. Now, Florida, on the other hand, we don't even count. America's like the Florida of countries right now, and I just like to say that I'm not a part.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
got niggas out here
Look
eating
it.
people's faces and shit.
That was back in the day. They don't do that no more.
Who said they don't?
And that was bath
Have you been to
salts.
Florida recently?
Actually, I haven't, but I have a lot
You
of
know,
family
he got
there.
strong connections.
I got
to
strong
Florida.
connections.
He not gonna let you talk about his flow rider.
because I'm gonna talk about Florida, but I would never live there again.
Never ever.
Damn. It's so pretty. It's so pretty and warm. And,
Florida, yeah, it's pretty, but it's a bunch of crazy ass people there.
I've seen enough.
But you're right. Yes, so they're going to close up for 3 months, possibly. But the numbers are increasing still. And they actually said Charlotte was a hot spot, too. They were saying that they're actually monitoring not small, but smaller towns or cities like Charlotte. I think Portland came up. I think Austin, some other cities.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing because as soon as you said, all I thought it was rain. Merlot, 211.
For the record, I do not drink to 11. It's like, oh my god.
Somebody cut my mic.
Right. That would have been the perfect, huh?
But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so another thing that I've been hearing is the spike in nursing homes or nursing facilities.
Yeah, that's sad.
So what's happening?
What's happening?
A lot of the hospitals are overwhelmed. So older patients or at-risk patients, they're sent into some nursing facilities. And let's say that the signs haven't or the symptoms haven't showed up. They are putting them in a room because, they have like roommate situations and stuff. And a
In the
few
nursing
people.
home?
Yeah, in the nursing homes. There's.
Oh shit.
You ain't never had to visit nobody in the nursing home. It ain't a place you want to go.
Yeah,
It's not.
It's just a place where you
My
put them out
granddad
the
is
pasture.
See, first of all,
I didn't catch that. Y'all doing real close friend shit. Y'all speak y'all.
I would say that's the place you put them out the pasture.
Oh,
he's trifling. That's not.
that
First of all, let me just let me take a second because my granddaddy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my
He
God.
called a whole attitude because
Grab that
of
cup.
what you talking about. Look, granddaddy is a strip job. He's called an attitude because they told him they was gonna move him into a separate room because he had dialysis. So they had to take him off site and they don't want him getting the other dude in there sick. He didn't call the attitude so bad, child. He didn't have to go to the hospital for heart palpitations. They're gonna call me talking about how fine his nurse is and her ass fat if he looks like they could
Ass fat.
I said, well, which one is it?
Lisa wants to know which one is it. He is definitely kin to you. He's definitely kin to you.
Yeah, that speaking of that, you know, it's a lot of patients that are not getting their dialysis. You know what? And I have a worker, somebody that I used to manage. She was doing dialysis 5 days a week. I need to check on her to see, you know, how she doing. Because 5 days, 4 hours a day, and they're not okay. So, and there's to I believe that's where you may have been going, Leela. I don't want to speak for you, but you know, talking about opening up phase 2 and stuff. I mean, this shit ain't under control. It ain't. You know, really think about that. Think about the casualties. They're saying that this is more deaths than 2 Vietnam wars. Vietnam lasted for how many years? And we've had twice the deaths of Vietnam War in 2-3 months. It's crazy.
It's all about greed.
Well, you know, that's because that Cheeto in the White House decided that he wanted to sacrifice more people to get the straight Cheetos. This is dumb as hell.
Oh,
anyway,
to get to the vaccine?
No, just to get people out to get the economy running. But
yeah, greed.
The middle class and the lower class that they're greedy and holding on and hoarding their money. But you got rich people out here holding trillions and billions of dollars. How about you get Jeff to donate some money towards your economy? How about you come up out your pocket? Because I guarantee you that's why he's not coming up off them tax documents. That nigga ain't got no money.
He ain't got none.
That nigga ain't got no money. All he got is assets, and he probably done gave his money away or tied it away into some trust funds and shit, and he know what the fuck he doing is shady as fuck. And he just not trying to get caught. I'm telling you right now, I don't wish no ill on nobody, but I'm surprised ain't nobody trying to beat his ass yet.
Or maybe he's gotten his ass beat behind closed doors. Lots of makeup, lots of prosthetic makeup, stunt doubles. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe.
Well, go ahead and cough. Cough in an envelope and mail it to him.
Did you say cough in an envelope and mail it?
What, girl? I got it. I'm good.
Look,
they ain't gonna do nothing.
They just gotta think.
Oh my God.
You just gotta think that you get.
This is not the time for my black ass to be sitting nothing to no damn White House.
Well, with the raise,
no shade. I was in my ball shorts the other day. It's not safe,
girl. With the raise to speed the economy, they're also, or to make it to keep our economy going, they're also trying to race to get a cure and a vaccine as well. But I think they're doing that a little too fast too. Like, because I'm hearing that everybody just wants to be the first, and I'm actually hearing that China is actually stealing some of our shit so they can find the cure.
Who said that? Cheeto?
No.
See?
NBC, but it could be.
I feel like China already probably was an inch closer to the vaccine than we were.
And I can believe that. Because, if you think about it, I feel like it touched down around the same time in all these places. China was the first country to get that shit under control and get it stabilized for them to truly open back up. We've been lackluster. There's been no leadership. There's been no I mean, think about who's in the White House that we were talking about. There's a lack of leadership, so there's been no sense of urgency. There's this motherfucker sitting here. Well, we know what he do. I ain't about to go down that road, but going back and forth on what it really is and what it's not. China, they wasn't playing. They got it done. Yeah. So to sit here, NBC talking about they ain't stealing nothing from America. America's still letting people die.
At this point,
and still talking about and wanting to open up. So I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
We gave them all of the equipment that they needed. It's not stealing if you gave it to them. Our president's a dumbass, so it sucks to have to explain that to the rest of the world. Though I will say, China is being hit with a second round of the virus, which is what they're saying is going to happen
everyone is going to do. Yeah.
In October, but it's going to be a different strain than what they're building the vaccine for.
Right.
I also have been told on the nurses end of things, from somebody who works closely with some people that they're not supposed to be telling stuff, but basically said that it's going to be like another 18 months before they get a vaccine.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sticking that shit in me. Why I don't even get a flu shot?
I don't
why would
either.
I want to stick the disease inside of that shit is the stupidest thing I've ever thought of.
Stay your ass at home. Focus on your nutrition.
Yeah.
And that's it. Drink some water, wash your hands, and wash your ass. And on that note,
that's their problem.
We're going to take.
They don't be watching their hands.
You know what?
They don't be watching their hands.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
Hey, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Let us take a quick break, Leela. And don't you hang up. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I was like, who is that?
Audio's rolling. We ready? Kia, can you shut that door?
All right. Cheers. Cheers, what we eating tonight? What we eating tonight? I don't know. What? These shit just won't do.
You said what y'all eating later? I want some ramen.
Erica and Jill. Camera is on.
I'm definitely Erica.
I'm definitely Badu.
You don't even know half the damn songs, nigga.
You went to sleep. You went to sleep.
I sure did. That shit was too goddamn long for me.
It was too long. I stayed the whole time. And I swore I was going to the after party ring. That brown liquor party had me done. I was out. I was out. Y'all boys and girls ready?
Okay.
Who's going to bring us back in?
You are.
I brought us in. It's on Rain.
Bring us in.
Hey, well, we back. What? Oh, yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Fuck it up, bitch. Yes, welcome to the Prolific Misfits, y'all. Hey.
So, we do want to shout out our giveaway winner. Do we have a round of applause?
You like how I just be like, I'm just going to do the sound effect.
Congratulations to Fatima. Yes, indeed.
I love her.
We asked Fatima to make sure she sent us a selfie once she receives her mask, and she said, "I will after I quarantine it. I am not playing with you guys."
Well played.
So, we appreciate you, Fatima, for participating, and everyone else that participated. I got it, brother.
I didn't want you then.
And everyone else that participated as well, and that included your favorite chocolate goddess, because she tagged a boatload of niggas on that one.
Oh, I'm giving you a man.
Oh, you gonna see this?
Don hoes. She was done.
Well, so we're done with COVID-19. But we were just talking about last episode we were talking about the verses with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. So we watched it and we got our lives. And I told y'all Badu was gonna kill it.
Okay, so I'm definitely eating my words a bit, because I definitely went in as like Team Jill, but then as she was playing stuff, I was like, for this verse,
what are you doing?
Well, yeah, I feel like for the verses better, I really wanted her to pull out some like heavy hitters, like straight out the archive type of stuff.
For the
but
record.
Jill ain't really got that many archives.
That is
Badu's
true.
been in the business longer than her.
Right.
She's got more actual hits that are out. A lot of Jill stuff that I heard, I hadn't heard before.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what is this? This is new. The one she's saying about God, I was like, oh, this is cute. I need this, but I ain't never heard this one before.
Right. Like they were doing what they wanted to hear. Because granted, it was uplifting sisters, queens, and all of that, but it's just like, we need the hits. You know what I'm saying? We need the shit that we know.
Dance. Right. I kind of wanted to
Shake a little bit. You want to shake a little bit, right?
Just a little.
You want to shake?
I was dressed, okay? I had an outfit on. I went and made sure my hair was big and natural. I had on body glitter.
She had body glitter.
Body glitter, okay? I had
Listen.
bangles on and stuff. I put the lashes on. I said,
Not the
"Look, out here,
lashes.
Aunties unite.
I put on my little Oxford. And my hard bottom shoes, and I lit up my.
I thought you were about to say red bottom shoes. I'm like, yes, girl. Yes.
I lit up my
that cover.
the what?
Hey,
What you say, Lila?
I said they red if you paint them that color.
Oh, okay. And then I lit my Badu incense, and then I had my Crown Royal on ice, and I was sitting on my pouch.
My pouch.
Like a poke.
Waving at the neighbors.
How y'all doing?
A couple of them was standing there from the street, and it was like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm listening to the verses."
To the verses. I was just.
And then they was still trying to talk. I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna let you finish. But they was still trying to talk, and I'm like, "Bruh, I'm listening to the verses."
To the verses.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I was here for just them supporting each other. That was just beautiful as fuck.
That was.
Like, I was just like, yes, bitch.
I'm about to cut you off.
Or yes,
again, brother.
queens. Oh. You cannot cut me off.
Listen.
Please stop.
The part of it that I didn't know, and it hit different. I had no idea that Badu wrote "Let's Take a Long Walk in the Park," whatever. Let's take a long walk.
See, I did not know that
around the
either.
park. But once they said that, I was like, that shit is so Badu.
Right.
So Badu.
Right.
And it hit different, but it was dope. It was dope.
It do.
Yeah, they dropped
Is
a
there-
lot of gems.
Is
that we
there
didn't know.
a favorite Erykah Badu or Jill Scott album? That,
Ooh,
that
Album.
Yes.
That
I
mean,
do it.
Don't you be Googling.
oh,
No.
How many albums does Erykah buy?
I ain't even on the internets.
right.
I ain't even on the internet.
You on camera, girl? Well, since you and I know, Rain, which one is yours?
Who are we talking about?
Let's go with Badu.
Rain, it was your
Favorite-
question.
So I
No,
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 my
no.
own question. Thank you.
I answered.
No, you talking about who we talking about? It was your question.
I know, but I was just
No, no,
saying
no,
like,
which one you
wanted to
yeah,
start
yeah,
with?
Yeah,
He ain't that drunk
okay.
yet.
What? I didn't even start
He
drinking
just started.
yet. I ain't even sipped none yet.
You be
he
shading,
sipping.
Rain. You know what?
You
We
need
gonna have
to
to work
sip it
on
down.
that.
Right. Yeah. Lila, you always pressure somebody to finish their drink quick. Fuck.
Well, I'm
with
just
you, Lila.
saying,
I'm with you.
Get in on the party.
Cause that ice gonna melt. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Okay, so
just water down it in the drink.
I know, good point. I'm trying to hurry, but like, favorite Erykah Badu album is it's a tie between Worldwide Underground because I just feel like it was a nice. I think it was like the start of her newer sound, I guess. And for the time period of it being open, it just seemed, or the time period where she dropped the album, it seemed like it was a little bit more like ahead of its time. And then, so it's either that or Mama's Gun, and that's only because Mama's Gun is a classic Erykah Badu album.
Yes.
I'm with
Front
that.
to back.
What about you, Lila?
See, I'm going Mama's Gun personally because, getting to know, that's my favorite. Of course, you got Bag Lady on there. You got, I want to say Orange Moon was on that one too. wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That's my favorite Erykah Badu song. It's Orange Moon. But if I have to give her credit for more than one, because I do, and I love her, Baduism. Because
I like
Lil
Baduism.
B without the first,
Good
Right.
point.
you don't like it?
I said I like it.
Oh, okay.
You need to cut your mic.
Look, what mic? I'm sitting at the kitchen table.
I would say my favorite Erykah Badu. Yeah, I mean, I guess because everybody's saying Mama's Gun. I mean, of course. I mean, I just like it. Like you just said, they have Bag Lady on there, and Didn't You Know? That's like one of my favorite songs. But I would say my second one. I mean, I'm a big Badu fan, so I would say the second one would probably be like New America 2. Even though I'm like I love all of them, but I really like New America 2 because it was more like I would say love ballads somewhat.
It was,
and I was for that shit. Still is. But what is that? You Don't Want to Fall in Love with Me? Your Funeral? I fucking love that song. What about you, brother?
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know I don't know these. I don't know these albums.
Okay. How about do you have a favorite Badu song?
Don't do that, girl. Don't. I'm gonna say that the energy. I'm gonna tell you. Let me get back to the verses, and I'll let y'all talk the music because y'all sound so educated. But the verses, first off, I was pissed that they was late. I was pissed. You know,
of course you were.
They were having technology issues. They is not Lauryn Hill. Okay, she's not showing up to the work.
Lauryn Hill ain't showing
So
up.
Jill Scott came on first, and that smile just melted my heart. But then when Erica came on, her energy, her vibe, that's what I've always loved about Erica, is just that vibe. It really I was 3 stacks, I was calming, I went crazy, I lost my mind, I get it. I fucking get it.
Have you used her incense that smell like this?
Hey, I said I burned it on my poach.
On my poach.
I'm just saying. So to answer your question as far as Badu, I can't tell you this song, that song, or the albums. I'll just tell you her entire aura, her energy, her vibe is everything to me. I love the lyrics when you listen to them. She has a message in everything that she sings.
Right.
And you know, if we're made in His image, then call us by our name. That is my favorite, my fucking favorite from her. So I'm gonna leave it at that and let y'all get back to the music. Period.
But the top on, tell that nigga to come and help you get your shit. I said, girl, yes. Okay?
Girl, yes.
No.
And you know the deal, nigga.
Now, okay, do we have a favorite Jill Scott album?
A song.
Album?
Crown Royal on Ice. Ooh, that was shade. It got dark. Right.
Oh my
Philly from Philly.
That one song.
Album.
Y'all gonna me to death. Come on.
I had to go to Apple
Okay.
Music, yeah.
Favorite album. I like Beautifully Human. But I also haven't listened to all of Jill Scott's albums either. And I think that also says a lot about the differences between the two artists, where I think that Jill makes more music to like uplift and she definitely talks about like the Black woman experience, whereas I feel like Erykah Badu's message always seems real gender neutral.
Yeah,
like,
it's for Black people.
It's for the culture.
Yeah. Like I feel like she can talk to that dude on the corner and also like the lady at church sort of thing. So, but
So I
back
got
to
a question though.
Yeah.
How would you team Jill if you don't know her album?
You know what? And see, if I would have said that, which I was going to, Lila.
I know enough of them. I just don't know the last 2 or 3.
She checked you. Because you straight
I thought
came
it
with
was
Jilly from
genuine
Philly.
question.
That's it.
I did.
Nigga, you
She's from
said
my city.
Jilly from Philly with the
With
little
Lil
Willie.
Willie.
With a little Willie.
So,
Why we bringing that back
You
up?
did.
Why we bringing that back up, though?
I don't know who they are, but I don't.
I'm just gonna say, like Shamar said, Jill, I love her aura,
Her smile.
Right.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Her
I will say
smile.
she does great features.
She has
Like,
great
I
features.
love
Oh, I thought you
that
meant body.
song she did
I
with
thought you
Big
meant
Crit,
body.
Higher Calling. Oh, well, I mean, her face is beautiful. Too.
Yeah, I was like her smile.
And them titties be
Them
thin,
titties
and
be
that's fine.
sitting.
But-
They look heavy as hell, but they be high as fuck.
Big old areolas.
Big old areolas.
Y'all stupid.
Yes.
Big old titties.
They just be.
I'm like,
she
what
done got
smile,
the
girl?
table towel.
Giving me teacup
It
sauce.
ain't your face.
It's cute.
It's your booty.
Okay.
So we love her. We love you, Jill.
Love
do love
Miss
you,
Scott. Love her.
Love her.
Did y'all stay for the after
I don't-
party? You said you stayed for the after
I was passed
That
out.
shit was
Hell
like
no.
3 hours. The whole thing was
No,
3
it did
hours.
not.
It was too much. But it was beautiful. It was
watched
definitely
it.
needed for the culture. But I did hear the next one. Are y'all gonna be ready for the next one?
Who next?
Yes, I'm about to put on some Timbs and
Who-
some shorts.
Uh-oh.
Who's the next
So I
Who
can
one?
next?
listen to it.
Layla, tell them who the next one is.
It's Nelly versus Luda.
What does it
Luda.
take to be number one?
I'm a pass
Okay, I'm
on
about to.
that.
Oh, so I got to get some Air Force, some French
Nelly.
white ones.
No,
Oh
I
my
know
God.
who they are. Oh damn, I did go off, didn't I? But I was trying to think, is that a good match though? Nelly and Ludacris.
Yeah, I feel
They're
for
like
that
the
time.
perfect.
They came out at the
2000
same time.
Yeah,
I ain't with it.
you went from country grammar and what is
same
Saturday?
I mean, I
Sticky
know
Yicky.
both of them as artists, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah, because you got Luda.
What?
Luda has
See,
a lot
it's
of
the crown now. I'm here.
You talking over Leela.
I'm sorry, Leela. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Leela.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not there to physically defend myself.
Right. I got you, bro.
Well, she would clap with us.
Luda has more time in the industry,
Mhm.
but Nelly had more of an expansiveness when he first came out. Because you can't forget he had the St. Lunatic.
Mhm.
So they was out here take your tail feather while Luda was talking about.
Oh,
sticking his
what's his
beard.
name? Murphy Lee. And
But was anybody checking for Murphy Lee?
I photographed Murphy Lee last
I hope he all
All
right.
Star in Charlotte.
So
You
clearly
did?
we are.
Yeah, he looks good too.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
ooh, he looks
He's still
good.
healthy. He's still.
Oh, he's
still
that
here.
Nigga,
Ooh.
that nigga popping his shit.
Popping his shit. Ooh.
We ain't doing this today.
Do y'all know any songs? We're not gonna go there. But yeah, I guess that'll be an interesting verse. I don't think I'll be there for that one, but it's
who-
for the culture.
You know what verses I think I want to see? I want to see Carrie Hilson versus.
What?
Listen, Carrie Hilson
I love
versus
Carrie.
Esther Dean, like in terms of who wrote
no.
who.
Oh,
who wrote
that's
who?
dope. I
Because-
see what you mean.
Because one, I feel like if
Carrie Hilson did
Carrie
write a lot
Hilson
of
can shut
songs.
a lot of people
She
up,
did.
and she could be like, yeah,
I
you
wrote
can say,
this.
I wrote this. I'm getting royalties
Yeah.
from over here, and I'm getting royalties over there. Like, but at the same time, I was looking at their discographies, and they're both really, really strong.
Who was that other person you said?
Esther Dean,
Okay.
she wrote a lot of songs. She wrote
Now
the
that I
bulk
think
of
about it,
what Beyonce album was that?
So okay.
She wrote a lot of songs.
That's all I need to know, that she was a writer. 'Cause my thing
For
is that
Beyonce.
that's what you need to. No. yes. But no, as long as, because like I thought that the matchup between Teddy and Babyface were great as well, because you're producers,
From what you
writers. You're a producer, writer. Everybody's still shading Teddy. My thing is, match people up to their ability. You know what I'm saying? If you're a writer, because Candy, ain't nobody wanting to see her sing her songs,
That is
but
very
we
true.
want her matched up because she wrote a lot of hits.
She did.
So
Ooh, that
let's
is
get
true.
people that
Ooh,
can
that-
write as well, and you match them up.
Yeah, because then you realize how many people they actually work with and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a dope ass.
Okay, thigh slap.
but let me ask a
it was-
hypothetical, because I know we'll never get it. So if we could do MJ versus Prince,
Oh, bitch.
What team would y'all be on?
yeah, I'm going MJ. I love
like
Prince.
Prince.
I do.
Yeah.
I love Prince, but MJ got my heart, man. He
Yeah.
got
Both of
he
them.
got bangers.
I would just be here for the show.
For sure, but off the wall, I don't know.
Oh, that was good.
Off the wall, have you listened to Off the Wall? Just do it in your free time. Play it from start. to
That's all
finish.
y'all got is free time.
I know. So it's such a good album. Especially in that summertime when the breeze is out and you just It's a falling in love.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
MJ had
Did it blow your mind?
Is that the words?
I don't know the words because I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, falling in love.
But did it blow your mind? Please say yes.
Yes.
Just say yes.
I'm glad to hear that it blew your mind, because guess what?
What?
May is the month of mental health awareness.
Yes, you better
Okay.
connect that.
How did we get here?
Absolutely.
But
Because I'm moving the show on.
Right, we got shit to talk about. Still be here.
This show on the road, people.
You better coast us to the left.
Right, we will still be here.
Y'all niggas better get information.
Right. Oh, hello.
So, I mean, I don't think that this could come at a better time because a lot of people are at home. They have nothing to do. There's a lot of stress with the fact of the unknown, you know, and I think that in life, period, I think the unknown is what scares the majority of us, you know. A lot of people have their battles with death because that's the ultimate unknown. A lot of people have battles with, you know, income and stuff because we know that we need that for our survival and stuff in our modern society. So with this COVID-19. Now you say it, Rain.
COVID-19.
COVID-19. Exactly.
COVID-19.
Come on, Rain. So with that going on, and that is the great unknown as well. People don't know when they're going to get back to work. People don't know when they're going to get to see their loved ones again and things like that. I think that cabin fever is one thing, but being in isolation, because there are some people that if they don't go to work, they don't see people, period, you know? So with May being the month of mental health awareness, I think that now is the perfect time to do a mental health check-in. You know, brothers, are y'all all right? That's what I want to know.
Sisters, how y'all doing?
Okay. Brothers, y'all all right?
Brothers, y'all all right.
And I think that this was the perfect episode to have Leela on as well, because that's some of the work that you do, Leela. And brother, do you want to set it up, or you want me to kick it to Leela? How we gonna do that?
I would just. I'll go ahead.
Y'all both could have just kept talking.
You know what?
I know, but you know, I ain't want him to feel like I was taking over.
I need a little calm music to come in the background. So
Okay.
Which one? Which one?
So Leela.
I want their sound.
Yeah.
I'm doing the show.
Leela.
So, Leela actually spearheaded. Well, what I love about Leela is that she's very intentional. She is very supportive of her friends, and she's about the culture. She's about that shit. I'm just saying, these are just facts. All right. So in the last within this year, we'll say this year, before all this crazy shit. Was it this year?
It was last year.
Yeah. Was it last year?
Oh no!
It was like February.
Was it February?
Thank you.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was right before Valentine's Day.
Thank you, boo.
She knows.
Thank you. So, this year you was like I know you had a conversation with me. It was just like, you know, I need to be more intentional and be there for my friends, and we need a mental check-in. And
I'm sorry, me and Rain talking. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, we not. I ain't say shit.
Y'all saying a lot right now.
right. Thank you. Anyway, back to basically, Leela was just like, I need to have a mental check-in with my friends, and I thought that you hosted one. You know what? I'm just gonna pass it to you though.
Oh, you
Okay.
boy.
So, well, I was trying to keep it under wraps. They keep trying to throw me out to the wolves so I can tell everybody about everything. It's fine. I had the idea of doing, and I have not a fancy name for it yet, but the mental health check-in. And so what I would like to do is facilitate it, especially amongst the Black community. But the way that I tested the theory and the ideas and the way that I was going to guide the conversation was I figured I would do a group of Black men first and a group of Black women after. No specific reason other than it's easier to get all the guys in one room. And I feel like having these types of conversations for Black men aren't as openly expressed as they are within the Black female community. So basically, I just had all the guys come together. I made sure, you know, they had snacks because I know young niggas like to eat.
Hello.
And let everybody, you know, bring your spirit of choice. Let's just sit down and have a conversation. And I know everyone came in like, what the hell is Legal got us doing? Like, how are we going to go about this? I brought in my friend Curtis, which we'll meet him at some point. Not on this call, of course. Brought him in because he is licensed as a therapist. And his wife, it just kind of had, and just kind of had them sit and listen in on the conversation. So essentially how I started the conversation was, I'm sure everyone's familiar with the game Taboo.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of took the words intentionally out of the stack that would kind of provoke conversation as an icebreaker. And I had everyone go around trying to guess the words and having the guys, better get to know each other by throwing out different terms, trying to figure out what these words were. But there were words of empowerment, but there were also words that are normally what you would consider taboo. And after that, everyone got to chit-chatting a little bit. I handed out some paper and had everyone write down questions, concerns, or topics that they feel that they deal with every day and don't feel like they have the space to discuss them.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Go ahead. You can ask questions.
I'm just curious to know. So, because being that it's being hosted by a woman, was there anything that you received in terms of like the black male perspective on certain topics, or did it have you like go back home and like sit and rethink certain things about some of the topics you were talking about?
So from the questions and the concerns, the topics that came up, with it being me, I think had it been a different woman of color, it would have gone a little bit differently.
How so?
I know because, so the group of guys that I brought around were ones that I know, but I tend to, and you can ask all of the guys that were there, a lot of ideas that I have because I'm very liberal, I kind of think like a guy sometimes. So the conversations we were having, I approached from a perspective that wasn't biased,
mm-hmm.
And allowed the conversation to flow. But I didn't really have as much to say until it was warranted to say something.
Right.
The conversation was guided and led by the guys themselves, where I would just chime in with like a question here or there to continue the conversation. But the guys pretty much facilitated the conversation themselves.
Absolutely.
It actually went over really well. We had, and I kept quite a few of the questions just to have for when I had the occasion with the ladies, which, obviously, women are way more willing to express their emotions because societally men think that they have to withhold those things and be the strongest of the family and of their friends at all times. And I just wanted to give them that open and vulnerable space to exist. If you would like, I can share a couple of those with you just to kind of tell you guys some things that we talked about. I thought it was very enlightening.
Yeah, absolutely. Leela, before you actually continue, let's take a moment to pay a bill and we will continue this, all right?
All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Who is Native Sun Staffing? We are the staff that you need. When you need to enjoy the party and not lift a finger, you contact us, where we rise to every occasion. We are a diverse staffing company based out of Charlotte that stands out among the rest. With over 10 years of experience, there's nothing we cannot do. Professionalism, courtesy, and efficiency is our mantra, and making sure we contribute to making your event a hit is our goal. From birthdays, weddings, cookouts, quinceañeras, reunions, we do it all. Visit us today at nativesunstaffing.com. Audio is rolling.
Where the fuck is he going? You don't bypass all the goddamn cameras to go to the Crown Royals. Thank you, Kia. Do I look good? It's not on?
Is it a red dot, Kia?
I got it.
Okay, Cherokee's on. Go to the next, Kia. You hide, child. But don't poke it like that, because you're going to move the camera. Brain, check behind her.
That's all right.
He said this shit is expensive.
This is
Okay.
Ariana and her brother. Go ahead. Ariana and her brother. I don't remember his name.
Wait,
I'm-
this is the, you're clearly
I'm
the
Ariana.
brother. You're the brother.
You're clearly the brother.
I'm Ariana.
Your name is brother.
You're.
Rain, is all the cameras on?
You were here on the world first.
Are you ready?
You were brother first.
Ariana Grande.
Oh,
You got a brother?
you got a brother?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he
on
gay
Big
as
as bro.
fuck.
He was on Big. He was on Big Brother.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, don't nobody watch that.
I do.
Nobody watched that shit. You don't watch it.
I don't watch that.
That is not true. Okay, I did watch the one when New York was on there.
Everybody watched for New York.
all of them.
Oh my god.
Because New York is.
Brother, are you gonna bring us back in?
I did
Let's
not bring
go.
it up before.
No, you didn't. Rain
Push
did.
the fucking button. And we're back.
You are so off
Give me them shoulders, kid.
I'm Cherry. Oh, we don't introduce ourselves anymore. Anyway,
beat. I'm
we're
the
back.
Clydesdale. Your
And I-
favorite Clydesdale.
Your favorite Clydesdale, and I'm here with these two wow.
Stop. Stop.
Anyway,
Chocolate Thunder
who's that?
and the
Chocolate
Chocolate Goddess and the Chocolate.
It's in its gorgeous.
Storm.
Thank
The
you, Ray.
fuck?
Gorgeous.
Because I'm the storm, the chocolate storm.
Girl.
I called it.
Okay.
It's mine.
Anyway,
What's in your cup? What you
I don't
digging
know
for?
what this is. You and your damn cousins over here bringing shit in my. Now I can't enjoy. See, this is why I don't be drinking on it. Go ahead. What we talking about? We're back.
and we're back
We back.
with my boo Leela. So you want to continue with your health wellness check-in and
So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys do an activity feeding off of the brief description that I gave you in Twinkle Fairy Sound. What I'm going to have you do is each of you are going to take a piece of paper, and I would like for you to write something down on that paper, and that thing being a thought, emotion, question, feeling, dream about even. Something that you have not felt comfortable talking about in other groups or in the Black community specifically, or felt that you haven't had the safe space to discuss these things. And I want you guys to ball them all up. And I want you to sit them in a central location, and we're going to randomly pull from there.
Oh, so that's why you needed the papers. Well, y'all
Right.
didn't say any of that.
Ball your phone up, Rain.
Y'all
Ball
didn't
your
say any
phone
of
up.
those things. I bet say mine's
Thank you.
attack.
This is why you got to follow directions.
That was not
Exactly.
the
Rain
directions. Joe
does.
just like-
Rain has a difficult time following directions. I can attest to that.
No, I don't.
He's an indigo child. It's okay.
He really
Can you
is,
pass me a piece
and
of
I
paper?
love that
you
about
want a
him.
piece of paper now?
She.
So you're just gonna walk in front of all our cameras?
Yes. Yes,
Or
she
security?
Security!
Hey, shout out to Kia. Hey, Kia.
Hey Kia, what's up, best friend?
Hey, girl.
Just walked in front of all the cameras.
Ooh, la 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 la.
Hurry up, too, because we got minutes.
Right, hurry.
Well, ooh. La, la,
All right, so while we wait
Stop
on Rain to
singing.
get his life
Right,
real
everybody else
quick,
was
you know what I'm
prepared.
saying?
I
But I
have my
think,
question.
girl,
If
hold on,
you,
girl, you on camera.
girl, you on camera.
Facts.
While we
You
wait on
better
Rain
be
to
watching this show.
You already know. While we wait on Rain to get it together, I'm going to read a couple to you guys that I have experienced in conversations that I've had prior to now. So, and once, I just say this out loud, I'm just going to open the floor for you guys to offer any opinions, thoughts that you guys may have as relates to us as a people. Because the idea, while not excluding others, is to focus on us because we deserve. And I feel like there's not enough safe spaces for Black people as a community.
Mama D said
All right.
that. She said, I deserve.
And I do. And I will catch you at the door if you got something to say. Okay? Wait.
Okay.
So, first thing, and it's not for you, you know who that's for, it's for them. And they know who they is. So, the first thing says, dating in this climate is hard. What about dating in this climate is hard for you guys?
I ain't dating.
But
Ooh, okay.
I'm on
Better be
Pornhub. Shout out to Pornhub for the free week
Okay.
of premium.
Hey, premium is free right now if y'all need it.
I would
They've
say
been advertising everybody.
so. Dating, I believe, will be hard because of the accessibility to everything and anything. Like, I feel like it can fuck with your psyche when you think it can really make you like maybe not trust people. Girl, what the hell you writing, a novel?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so
I'm sorry, Leela.
go ahead
It's
and
okay.
finish what you were saying.
So-
Yeah, I just think the
You gotta write
accessibility.
down more than one choice.
Clearly,
It's accessibility.
the accessibility,
Okay, so
like you know, when you're dating one person, you know, you might think they're dating. I mean,
But you know what? And I'm gonna stop it right there real quick because I
Of
want
course
to
you
say,
are.
Because it's about.
because I always do, and I'm gonna cut you off again. I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm really not. So, I think that it could be a challenge, but then on the flip side, it could be a great thing because if you are quarantined and you're at home, now you have nothing but time to get to know these people that you're talking to. You know, and you can kind of facilitate, you can kind of navigate through that to see if I missed what you said. What'd you say, Lila?
I said, well, it's also increasing some divorce rates. So that's good for some.
But those are not
people if
dating.
you have time.
We're not talking about the married couples. We're talking about dating.
When you're married, do you ever really stop dating when you marry somebody?
Oh, you're talking about stop
think
dating
for
your partner?
Yes. I would
Yeah,
mean,
well,
I
for
would.
the purpose of the conversation, we're saying people who are not
Make
married,
it
the
hot.
singles. If you file your taxes as single, you single in this conversation. So
Heller, preach,
here
preach,
is
Leela. Thank you, bitch. You have
I ain't know where you was going with that, Rain.
how many goddamn questions
let me
you
throw
got?
Two.
let me throw an alley-oop in. So obviously, you know, we've got the access to social media, and you know that's kind of where people are keeping tabs. Like if they're not living with their significant other, obviously you're not getting to spend as much time. But you know, Zoom and FaceTime have been helping. How do y'all feel about OnlyFans?
Well, before, hold on. I didn't know we were talking about relationships. I thought dating was pre-relationship. We're saying
said
that
people are
relationship.
using
What is,
time
well,
to
let's
get to know each
dig a
other
little
together.
deeper. What is your definition of dating then?
Getting to know someone, you know, you all are going out and you are filtering through, running through, maybe. Who knows? But you are just trying to figure out who you want to be your potential mate.
Okay. So do you?
So that's what I thought
Karen?
dating was. But you raised a good point saying that, you know, even married couples and stuff, they need to date.
Yeah. At least I think so.
But I thought dating was just,
Yeah.
I'm just
Dating
talking.
is technically before, but I think that that's part of the issue with it being hard in this climate is that everyone has a different definition of what dating technically is. Which is clearly, you hear Hermione saying married couples should still date. You're saying it's going out and getting to know, but during this period, we're not going out anywhere. And if you're staying in the same place as the person that you're dating, wouldn't that technically be a relationship? I mean, those sorts of things can cause all kinds of confusion.
It could. And to her point of her question, so, Rain, how do you feel about Cherokee's OnlyFans?
So I haven't yet to confirm or deny
I don't believe that's the
that.
question that Leela asked. She was just
absolutely.
saying in general.
Absolutely, that's what she asked.
I mean, okay, so I'm hoping we all playing because
We joking.
Okay.
Don't knock all this
Okay.
shit over because
Okay,
there's too much shit up here.
to jump over this goddamn little do you know.
So that's a health check.
Okay.
So we're trying to
We-
fix issues, not
okay.
create issues.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
A mental health check. I was about to check. Anyway.
Check all these hoes.
Okay. Everybody in their mental. No, I mean, if I guess it just depends because I feel like OnlyFans is a thing to generate money and revenue. So, in all honesty, I mean, as long as he was open and honest about it, I would support his decision. And what he would, what he decides to do with that, I would hope he would be honest about what he's doing. But if that's something that he wants to do, I mean, I'm very secure in my
He's
relationship.
lying.
I mean,
He's
think about
lying.
it. Think about it. The
Okay, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because not everyone's doing anything sexually related on OnlyFans. People are on there promoting art. They're doing cooking classes on there. They're doing
What?
nudity
music
is
lessons.
art.
I ain't
Yeah,
paying for no
I mean,
goddamn
nudity is like it seems to be the top contender, but there are people on there who are actually promoting things that aren't related to that.
Well, so we talked about Safari. He had his OnlyFans page.
Mm-hmm.
Erica Mena has an OnlyFans page as well. Yes.
What's he going on?
Safari. Ooh.
Ooh, make it hot. Make it hot.
I hate you. Shut up.
So Safari cleared 110,000
As he
in 2 weeks,
Wow.
and Erica
Wow.
Mena cleared 46,000 in her first week. So if she's on the right trend or on the upward trend, 46,000 in 1 week. The second week, if she get that, she'll be still close to that 110 that he made in 2 weeks. So what I've heard, because I did not purchase nobody's OnlyFans, but what I've heard is that so the way OnlyFans is set up, you can get a subscription and you can see their timeline. But then they can also send private messages. You have to buy. Oh, y'all know. Y'all sitting here nodding like, yeah, we know. Why are you telling us?
No, I'm over here like, teach me something.
So they can send you a private message. Safari can send you a private message, and then if you purchase he'll send it private, but it's locked, and it has a caption like, "Yo, whatever." And then if you purchase it, it unlocks it, and you can see what he sent. It could be a video or a picture. What I'm hearing is he's sending private messages. $20 a pop. They unlock it, and it's only a picture of his print in
no, that's
basketball shorts.
Scam.
But
I
his
heard a bunch of
pictures
people
are-
I feel like that is scamming like a motherfucker. Like, nigga,
Like,
Right.
you know what they here for.
Like,
You
I was
know
there with you.
exactly what they're here for.
Does he though?
He do?
But he could be promoting, I don't know, music, new
Underwear?
hairlines.
He's
I don't
not.
know.
Buy new
He's
hairline.
He's
the
not.
print, but there are pictures of the not just the print on the internet, so you don't even have to pay for
Well,
it.
that's what got everybody to jump on his OnlyFans, because that same video that got leaked of his his penis. That same video that got leaked is the same one that he put on OnlyFans, but he hasn't put out new shit. He hasn't put out new angles of the shit. He ain't bent over like,
Why would he bend over?
your boy Flashman
whoa,
Wade
this
be
is
bending
very-
over.
Because he knows he's got that ass. That he knows that's
So
his ass.
descriptive.
My thing is, y'all. I'm not mad at it. Like if
So they gotta find a new way, a new source of revenue or income. They're not, because they quote unquote moved down to Atlanta, and they only got on 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, him and Erica, and so they was like, fuck, we gotta recoup this money. So they jumped on OnlyFans. And they scheming.
I'm not mad at that, but
I want to know what percent OnlyFans takes out of this money.
So he cleared 110,000 and he took home 94,000. So you do the percentage. I ain't got my calculator.
That's still
right.
good.
Let me get 94,000 real quick, but I ain't gonna do no OnlyFans.
And that was 2 weeks. And he ain't doing nothing on there anyway, but being in his balling shorts.
But you know what? That's not a bad idea. Like, if you know what people are here for, then why
Black
not just
Rain?
own him? Oh, child.
I'm gonna let y'all handle that off camera. I'm gonna let y'all handle that off I'm gonna keep us on track here.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank
needless
you.
to say, dating is hard in this comment because he has too much access to the internet, and with the coronavirus going on right now, it's kind of hard to maintain these relationships for some people. For some, it's creating that space for them to actually take the time to get to know each other instead of just getting the skins. Okay.
Absolutely.
Next.
Thank you.
Next thing. So this one I thought was super interesting, particularly for the guys' conversation, which was that stereotypes of being a black male in the world. And that's not just the U.S., it's not just where you live, that's in the world, and the stereotype of being a black man. How do y'all feel about that, fellas?
I think that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to breathe so hard, but I think that it is. It can be tough. I think it can fuck with your mental, because I think there is such a push to be so hyper masculine as a black male, And if you don't live up to that, it's kind of like, well, what am I doing wrong, or am I not masculine enough, or maybe I don't want to live up to that ideology. Like, I think that, and the way the image, the stereotypes of black men, I think we can be seen as sexualized. Like, of course, we have to have big dicks, and I'm sorry, I guess I just focused on that. But I mean, like, I feel like if
you should do that safari print out here. Safari print,
right? I just think that it can fuck up with your mental if you don't live up to any of those stereotypes. It's not, to me, I don't think it's anything positive. It's nothing like, black men are smart. Somebody help me out.
I don't
help me.
I mean, I guess I kind of, to piggyback off of what Cherokee was saying, and it's kind of what I was writing down was like the black society's version of. Excuse me, I have the floor, please.
He has the floor, girl. You on camera?
Trying him.
No,
don't do that. Go ahead, Rain. Go ahead, Rain.
Shit, gotta move my bangs out this.
I was on your side. Don't try it. I was on your side.
Oh, well, then never mind. Proceed. Cherokee. I feel like in terms of like black society's version of the black male versus like your own black experience, I think that some things can kind of get muddled where the two worlds kind of meet sometimes. So like what I mean by that is like I'm against to like the whole thing about like being like hyper masculine and stuff like that in black spaces. Like I know last week we were talking a little bit about the barbershop, and for black men it is kind of a pinnacle where black men are supposed to meet and like kind of like share and stuff like that. And I do think that those spaces are very important, especially for like young black kids to like kind of talk to like older black guys and like get answer questions, chat it up, like laugh and cut the bullshit, or shoot their shits rather. But like in terms of what it means for like gay black men, I feel like it's harder to enter into those circles without having to either worry about will you be accepted, or where is the conversation going to go? Is it going to get into the whole thing of like, oh well, he did that because he gay, and it's like, oh shit, now shit awkward. I really just wanted to come in and get my fade, like, you know what I mean? And so like, I don't think that we talk enough about what it means to not only ask for white people, our white counterparts, to accept who we are, but as black men to accept all of the different variations that we come in.
So, excuse me. You ended on that, and I was going to interject because I really wanted to drive that part home about the, I think that all stereotypes are derived from white people. Period. You were talking about BBC. We're talking about
the channel.
Not the channel. Not the channel. I mean, if you really think about it, just like Black AF that we were talking about, every single episode was somewhere, somehow in that title, it was because of slavery. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Because in slavery, they bred us. They wanted us to be the biggest, the strongest, the most masculine, the alpha with BBCs and everything. So all of those stereotypes that we know, black man not supposed to cry, black man supposed to be strong, black man supposed to be masculine, he's supposed to be this, supposed to be that. That's all been a stereotype that's been placed on us. I agree with you as far as raising the child. I don't think it's the child that needs to come speak to the black man. It's the black man that needs to reach back
for sure
and bring them up. You know, we need to, if we are in his image, then call us by our name. I don't expect white people to call me by my name because they never have and they never will.
Or at least they don't get it
You
right.
know, I expect us to recognize who we are, call us by our name, and we have to reach back. That's why I do a lot of work, and that's why it kind of frustrates me too when it don't work out. Because I mean, the thing about it is that we continuously, and I'm saying we as a collective, as a culture here in America and around the world, I ain't gonna just isolate it here. We continuously look to white culture because they've defined all of these things. And you know, think about it. You're not put on, or your business isn't popping until you have white people supporting it or putting a check behind it or doing whatever. So once we decide, you know what, don't need that. I'm defining who I am. This is what I am, and let me teach those that come behind me. And now we can change the narrative.
Okay.
I can agree. It's definitely learned behavior. I definitely think that with our generation coming up the way that we were brought up and growing into a lot more roles, that it'll be a little bit more open to have those discussions and to, I guess, further push people to exist as they are. I know it's hard for you guys to, like, as black men in general, to exist as you are wholeheartedly in depth through and through, which actually leads me into the next one. I thought that was a great place to kind of go into that as far as like hyper masculinity is concerned. I have another one here that says that they felt like they had a lack of space to vent, and they feel like they have to be the fixer of problems, and they have nowhere to really go.
I remember that one.
Yes. So how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel that you have a safe space to go where you can allow yourself to be vulnerable?
Can I start?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's me, brother. I said it.
Go ahead, please.
You know, it's funny because right before you got on, Leela, we were talking about our week and stuff, and I said this was a difficult week for me because mentally and emotionally, like everything, all of my shit was off. I was tired. I was motherfucking tired, you know. There's a meme that everybody I'm sure has seen, you know, check on your strong friends. They might not be okay. You know, nobody considers the ones that are strong, the ones that make it look easy. And 2 days ago, that's where I had my break. I feel like I'm going to say that by nature, as a Leo, that's who I am. I'm a leader. I'm a leader of the pack. I like to bring everybody forward, and that actually enhances me or makes me feel as though I have purpose to be able to teach others and to be able to bring them forward through the lessons and my journey, right? But at a point, it comes when I get exhausted as well, you know, because now I've created this space and now everyone's pulling on me, and I'm only human as well. And I have a day or two where I ain't feeling it, but they're still pulling on me, or they're still wanting, and it gets draining. And it's just like, when I have those days, how can I get out of this? Because I don't want to disappoint and I don't want to let them down. And I will say, you know, I have my best friend and I just dump it all on her, you know, because that's what I did 2 days ago. I dumped it on that one right there. That one that's sitting right there. I dumped all that shit in her lap. And probably 15 minutes in the conversation, she said something and I made a joke about it. And I started to feel better. And that made me realize that it's not that and you and I talked about something, and I ain't even gonna get into the specifics of that, but it was about like my birthday and stuff. And I told you, you know, maybe sometimes I'll be wanting, you know, but I think the main thing is, yes, I'm gonna be strong. Yes, I'm gonna be that leader. Yes, I'm going to do and be there for everybody. But I just need somebody. You okay?
I'm listening.
You good?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Boy.
I'm sorry.
Stay here.
You on camera, girl. Girl, you on camera. But no, I just need somebody to ask me that. Right, because Leela didn't know what was going on.
That's why I was like, I'm here.
And you about to tear up and everything. No,
It was so quiet. I was like,
I just need somebody to say that, like, you okay? And Kia did that maybe a month ago, because she was like, nigga, your behavior. And a month ago, it was real bad.
Right.
And she was like, are you good?
Right.
And I was just like, nah, I'm good. You know, because a strong person going to tell you that too. I'm good. And she was like, no, for real, dead ass. And she was like, just know that I'm here. So as long as you have that one person to say, hey, I'm here, I think that that's what is good for me.
Just to
I
pay.
would definitely say. Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say I will say, like, I give, because I'm also that strong friend, so I completely understand what you're saying. To those friends who are supporting the normally strong friend and allowing them that space, asking them twice, like Tia did, is the best way to get them
Yeah.
to divulge to you.
You're
Because
right.
at first it sounds like it's surface level, and they're gonna, their ego and that pride is in the way. They're not gonna want to talk about things because they don't want to burden or feel like they're burdening
right.
you with their issues. When you ask the second or third time out of concern, then they know that you're genuinely there and offering them that safe space. So if you have friends that are strong like that you don't feel that they are normally willing to talk to or talk about the things going on, definitely ask them more than one time. I'm going to give you guys a couple of steps of advice after we're done with the exercise to kind of help you gear those friends in the direction towards opening up to you. But
Okay.
definitely take the steps that he did and just ask more than one time to ensure that they understand you're being there for them.
That's right. Hey, let me jump in real quick, Lila. We got to check the cameras and make sure the batteries are okay, and we'll be right back, audience. All right.
Oh, okay. We're
Audio's rolling.
Hey, Kiki Shepherd.
That was Kiki.
I'm here, but we back.
And we are back. Yo, we are getting into some good shit right now. And I can't wait to continue, so I'm going to stop this music just like that.
And we're back. But just, I know we left off with a good question, but just to piggyback on that, I do think that being the strong friend, I think it's also important to try to find your vulnerability. Like, I believe you can be strong, but I think it's also important to say, hey, I need some help. Or, hey, I don't...
Come through emotional intelligence.
Right. Like, just saying, like, hey, I'm not right now. And I feel like, yes, you can go to one person, but I feel like me, I have a tribe of people. Like, I come to you, I come to my brother, I go to Madonna, I go to Rain. If I'm not the best and I just need to, just pour it out or dump on someone, I have that tribe to do that, and I believe the tribe will definitely lift you up.
Oh, absolutely.
And make you, feel better. But yeah, I'm not afraid to. Surprisingly enough, I am very emotional, and I if I'm not right, I'm gonna be like, I need help. Like, and not even to make fun of that completely, but I mean, just to say, like, I think it is important. Being a strong person is also just being aware of your emotions and reaching out to your tribe. So I thank you guys for being my tribe.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
But yes, thank you, because I don't believe I would be great if it wasn't for you guys. But yeah, just knowing when you're not right, and I can't hold it in. I can't keep my shit in. So I'm going to have to talk to someone, and I think that's important for me.
See, I'm like the opposite. I'm listening to this and I'm like, I found it interesting that like how we're able to communicate when things are wrong. Like not. I mean, it's clear that we're in a relationship together.
Clear.
So
obviously,
right. So, but like for me, I'm very much on the opposite spectrum. So like, I'm very much like my safe space is for me to figure it out on my own sometimes. Like, and where I get tripped up, I don't really like to ask for help when I'm in like a crisis or a bind, unless it's like, okay, yeah, like shit is out of control. I actually kind of need some help. But like,
but do you ask at that point though?
Maybe
He does not.
Did you just pop your?
Because I just want to figure it out on my own. Like,
but see, here's the thing, Rain. You're not in a relationship by yourself. So when you're not at your best, we're not at our best.
Yes, but there's a piece of it where there's like, I came into this relationship by myself, and so I do think that it's important.
No, you didn't. You came into it with him. No,
I'm saying in my own singular,
words.
in my own singular body, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that came with my territory that I had to make sure that our baggage kind of aligned, sort of thing. And so like, I just wanted to make sure that like, even going forward, that I'm putting my best foot forward, and to be able to handle my own problems, I think is important. I don't want to lean too much on my relationship to fix everything, because I don't.
But he's there to support
He is here,
you,
and
that's
I feel that, but I do think it's important to handle it on your own if you can.
It's important, but I think that it's important also. Like, how you feel is completely valid. And that's
thought you were going to be his ass.
I want to stress that, especially to the Black community, that how you feel is valid, and don't let anybody ever tell you that it's not valid. Mm-hmm. Now, whether you're wrong, you can be wrong, but how you feel is valid 100%. And I understand your willingness or want to take care of things so that you don't feel like you're burdening him. But again, we just talked about how it's okay. He's not being a crutch for you. He's offering support to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's not serving as a parent to you by helping you with certain problems that you're going through. If you're down and you're feeling down, and I have, friends in different relationships who deal with different things. If you're dealing with a spouse who's got issues with a previous spouse with children involved, if you've got a spouse or partner who's dealing with depression or anxiety, I mean, there's different ways that you can be supportive to each other during these types of things. There's things that you can do for yourself, like journaling, taking a bath, because like he said, at the end of the day, you guys are two separate people that are growing into one. Mm-hmm. And so if you're not at your best, then you guys can't continue to grow in the positive fashion that you want to be growing. If your foundation isn't solid, then everything you build on top of that will continue to crumble. So you have to allow for your foundation to be solid by also trusting in him too. And knowing that he's there for you, trusting that he's there to support you, trusting that he's not going to lead you astray, just as he would be trusting and hoping and wanting of you as well. It's a reciprocity thing. Because what happens 10, 15 years down the road, and you're dealing with something, you don't want to hide those things, because then that creates tension within the relationship. Yeah. And that goes beyond, intimate relationships, as a friend as well. You wouldn't hide certain things from your friends, or at least you shouldn't. And if you don't feel comfortable, then at that point is where you should be doing your journaling, or maybe talking to someone else. This is where I shamelessly plug Curtis Fabre, or go and speak to someone about how to allow yourself to open up in these relationships. Okay. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't need a therapist. I don't need to do this." But it's like, when you feel that you are fully and truly surrounded by love and openness, then you tend to allow yourself that space, over time. And that's something that you may have to deal with internally, is allowing yourself that space to be vulnerable. It's not easy. It's going to take time, but there's definitely things that you can do that will further allow you to be comfortable.
Right. But in terms of being I guess my question, and I guess I'm standing it to the group as well, is there a balance between the two? Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to say that like I feel like there's a difference between like asking for help when you need it and being a crutch. Like, you know what I mean? And like is like I don't know, like is there a balance? Or you know what I mean? I don't think it's all, me. Maybe because me personally, I just don't think that it's all bad to just handle your business if it's yours. Like I can't say everything about Native Son Staffing because that's not my business. I can give words of encouragement or like little golden nuggets and stuff like that. But everything that's going on with Native Son Staffing, that's not. I don't. You know what I mean? There's but so much that I can do with that. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't expect him to do the same in my business. I will, you know what I mean? Like, you know?
I think that the vulnerability part would be like just saying it. Just be like, hey, I got this going on. I'm not, I don't really want to get too much into it, or I'm not asking for help, but this is what I'm dealing with. I think that helps. At least I know. Yeah, at least I know what the hell is going on. Like maybe I'll figure like, oh, you're acting weird, or you look concerned, you look sad, some shit like that. I'll just be like, you can just say, look, yeah, I'm dealing with this, but I'm good. I'm gonna figure it out. But hey, this is what I'm dealing with. That will help me a lot.
Okay.
No. You said something. I like that. I like what you just said.
And in turn, right, it helps you on the back end because let's say you're dealing with X, Y, and Z with your business, and you come to Cherokee and you say, "Look, I'm dealing with this. I don't really want any help. I'm like, like you said, I'm gonna work it out, but I want you to hear X, Y, and Z just so that I can unload some of this energy." And he says, "Okay, well, if he doesn't want my help here, that's fine. But now I know how to address X, Y, and Z energy that you're putting off as far as the relationship is concerned." And you never know; he could turn around and say, "You know what? Boom, I bought you your favorite food today because I know you said you were dealing with X, Y, and Z. I know you're going to figure it out, but I'm doing this for you so that you can feel that I'm watering into you the same way that I would like to be watered into." And that goes into being a strong friend. You get so used to watering into other people that you forget that you have to water from a well that needs to have something in it. You can't water from a dry space. So you have to not only be able to water yourself, but also allow someone else to help water you too. There's good things that can come out of that. And the more, let's say he, is there for you and that energy is exchanged in that place and it feels more safe, then at that point, then maybe you'll say, okay, well, I've heard, you've heard enough about X, Y, and Z. Can you offer me any advice? Is there anything that you could show me? Or, hey, is there any way that I can help you with something that you're dealing with? Because it's supposed to be a give and a take.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to get into one of those that we have right there.
Ooh, which one?
Pick one, brother.
Here,
Yeah, just pick one. I want you to pick it. Let me shuffle it and you pick it.
Hello.
Let's go. That's one of Rain's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dang, how many did he write?
Only did
several.
2.
Yeah,
see, strong ass hands.
Let me see.
I need your
It says, Rain, please read that.
Yes.
It's probably not even mine. That's the funny part. Well, that's because he ripped it.
Read it.
Oh, I think this one, it was like navigating being a black statistic who's gay amongst other.
Oh my God, that was my question.
You can't even read your own handwriting, brother.
No, I was saying I wrote that down.
Oh, you
too.
wrote the same thing. I was about to say.
I didn't know if it had to be a question or if it was just like a statement, a phrase of thought.
No, you did well.
Okay. So.
Now read it again so we can talk about it.
Oh, I was saying navigating being a black statistic who is gay amongst other black men.
Black statistic? Can you dig a little deeper with that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think I have a classic story. Like, no father in the household, sort of thing. My mother had me at a very young age.
Oh, back to that stereotype, right?
Gotcha. Yeah, like if I really break down like where I've come from and stuff like that, I mean, I definitely fit the black statistic. And even taking it a step further in terms of like my sexuality and like what my experience with that was, I think I don't know. I feel like I definitely, a statistic in a sense. And so like, but, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. And so, yeah.
So do you feel that society doesn't accept you?
I mean, it's not necessarily that, but I guess for me, I'll have a thing of being recognized as a black man amongst other black men, sort of thing. So, like, that's where that question kind of stems from, where I was like, I don't want you to be so wrapped in, like, oh, you got 3 nose rings and, I don't know. Do you play? But I feel like when people look at me, it's like, do you play basketball? I know you play. I'm like, I don't play basketball. Then that's just the bulk of where the conversation might start and stop. I'm like, I'm into other different things, but it doesn't necessarily make me a white boy for liking them or I don't know.
It's funny you say that because it immediately makes me think of when I met my brother. So this is my brother, my father's son. We didn't grow up together, but we met later in life. So he was 19, I was 24. No, something like that. He was about to turn 20 and I was 24. We're only 4 years apart. Don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything. I want you to continue with your story,
I just
darling.
want you to be clear with the ages. But
Fine.
one thing that I learned from you, because I know I've taught you many of things. Like, I mean, I
you don't need
raised
the preference that
I raised you.
because you could be.
But one thing that I learned from him is he's very adamant about, I'm black as fuck. Do not look at me and judge a book by its cover. Do not sit here and assume anything, no matter what you see on the outer appearance, no matter what you hear that comes out of my mouth. Bitch, I'm black.
That's
Period.
Period. And that is no, dead ass. That is what I've really enjoyed about you, and that's what I've learned about you, and it's just been refreshing. Because you're right. Like I said earlier, I think the stereotypes come from all that, and even in our community, the oppressed starts to oppress our own. And we've oppressed ourselves because of all the rest of that shit that has gone on. And you have been somebody that's been in the forefront, like, no, ho, I'm still a part of this. This is who I am. You gon' respect me. Respect me.
R-E-S-P. Respect me.
Talking about big areolas.
Oh,
did y'all see her below the titties?
Leela want to see.
Kaya. Sitting up in that basement.
She's alive.
Wow. Who areolas is big? I just have some big questions. George.
Oh,
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. To piggyback on that, are you done?
I'm done, bro.
wow.
To piggyback on that, I would say that thank you for that comment, brother.
No, thank you.
I feel like, because I was going to answer that in so much to address that as well, because I think it is difficult, because I think it's easy to judge one another.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And I'm glad you spoke about when we first met. And it was a different time.
Baby.
It was a different time.
Can we get a picture up, please?
Dude,
right here.
Because I've seen
Right
the
here.
So when we
Fine
met,
as fuck.
I was who, me? Yes.
Both of them. Don't even do that, brother. Don't play me. Uplift me, brother.
My brother is fine, but I'm the finer brother, because I'm
Not happening.
But anyway, like when we met, I had long hair. I was actually
Long hair, don't care.
had long hair. Was rocking the little turban. I always marched to the beat.
He was a lot.
He was, because my brother, he was like, yeah, I seen you.
I know exactly who you are.
I was describing myself, and then it took a matter of us getting to know each other and accepting and learning. Because as far as I was brought up, I would say that I've always just accepted who I was at a young age.
You're different, baby. You're different.
True, but I've also respect other people's differences as well.
That's what's up.
Because we're all different.
Absolutely.
So yes, I'm black as fuck, but when you first either see me or hear me speak, you think I'm somebody's token. And I'm like, you thought? No, I'm not.
The fuck?
I don't really fuck with
At all.
You thought. But what I have learned is that I always was taught to love myself, regardless how. Because I grew up in a multi-racial family, so no matter how black you are, how native you are, even how gay you were, my great-grandma taught me, baby, you are different. You are different. Oh, okay. You are different. But God makes no mistakes.
Period.
So with that being said, I always had that thing like, okay, everybody's different. I'm different, but I respect everybody. So I think, to go back to your question, I feel like you have to take up space.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Being the black guy in the room
Just
sometimes,
being-
in your own skin is what
Period.
is required. Because sometimes people just need to see other examples of, I don't know, people being themselves.
We got to wrap, guys. I know this is so
This
good.
was a good ass
This is
This is
really
so
good.
good.
I know.
It's
I
cool.
know. I
Okay.
know, brother.
Well,
But listen, let me because
the conversation.
I'm sorry. Go
Give me
ahead.
the time.
Leela, real quick. Leela, real quick.
Time.
I'm gonna get the floor to you in a second. What I'm gonna say is, and I'm putting you on the spot right quick. Since May is the month of mental health awareness, I'm gonna ask you to come back next Thursday because this shit was too good. But we really, really do have to close out. Can you come back next week and record with us again?
Leela.
Yes, as far as I know, I think I'm.
Okay,
free.
we'll work out the schedules.
She be booked and busy.
We'll work out the schedules, but we need to get you back in here to really get into this thing. But we got to close out today. So I want you, Leela, because you said you was going to give us a couple of tips.
Yes.
And then I want you also to let these hoes know where they can follow you at.
gang. All right. So, that's actually what I was alluding to. So that worked out. Just a couple of things that you guys can do while you're like at home and spending some time with yourself. I'm going to give you 3 this week. So first thing would be to do a gratitude journal. And with that, you just take maybe 3 to 5 things every day that you are grateful or thankful for, and just journal out how you feel. Because in this particular space, there's no one that can hear you besides yourself. There's no one that can judge you besides yourself. Everything that you put down on this paper are just thoughts that you're just releasing of that energy. So that's first and foremost things that you do during this time, especially. Second thing, I know it's scary outside. I know it's terrifying. You don't even know if you want to breathe for real. Get you some sunlight, because vitamin D, I'm actually talking about the vitamin. Okay. Vitamin D is good for you. It releases happy endorphins. So even if you're afraid to go outside, open that window. Open your window. Open those blinds. And just let some sunlight come in and enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because it'll help you physically feel better. And then third, I think you guys do it on the show quite often is just take some time to laugh.
Laughter.
So, like, pull up your
Yes.
favorite movie, your favorite TV show, call your friend that you know stupid as hell, y'all get drunk on the phone together, you know, whatever it is you gotta do to laugh, and I mean genuinely laugh.
Or just
Even
watch the
if it's
show.
5 Yeah, just watch the show.
Period.
Period. Come back. Listen to us talk about all kinds of things and laugh at each other while we cutting each other off because we on camera.
Okay.
All of
Okay.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? Take some time to laugh. And with that, my name is Leela. I am everybody's favorite chocolate Gordon, and that's GAWTSS Gordon.
Gorgeous.
You can find
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gordon.
Oh my god.
For the sake of the show, y'all can find me on Instagram at Follow the Leela. That's FOLLOWTHAELILA. And if you guys just want to talk, honestly, I'm an open ear, I'm an open book. So if you have any questions, concerns, or you just want somebody to listen to you vent, holler at me. And please don't get me confused. Somebody tried to steal my Instagram name, so there's a Follow the Leader, not the same person.
Yo, it was such a pleasure to have you on, Leland, and I can't wait to have you back next
I
week.
love you.
And I want you
Love
guys
you.
to know that I enjoyed this because I definitely think that we need to have a mental check-in. Brothers, are y'all all right? Ladies, how y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying? I know I said that backwards, but I need to check on my brothers because I am my brother's keeper. Yo, if y'all want to figure out what the fuck I'm over here doing during this quarantine, you can follow me on all social media platforms at Alan Lux Studios. And I'm going to hand it over to Rain, and then we're going to drop it with Cherokee Clydesdale at the end. Go ahead, Rain.
Yeah, so again, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I ain't doing shit. Posting shit about my dog. But hey,
That ain't gonna be for long.
Okay, do the bird.
no, Lila, you wanna? We'll talk. Lila, we'll talk. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, y'all. And again, shout out to Fatima for the giveaway.
Tell them where they can follow you on Instagram. My bad, brother.
I did.
No, you just said follow me on Instagram.
Oh, Rain, RAYN is in Nancy E.O as in you better follow me. Period.
Okay, you're done.
Period.
You can find me at Instagram at Cherokee DA Native at Instagram.
Stop doing that.
.com.
Yo, and we appreciate y'all checking us out.
I love you
All right,
guys.
we'll check y'all
Love you,
next time.
Lila.
Peace.
Okay.
You got a little bitch, you did. Bye.